Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Thank you very much for joining me. I wanted to speak on my personal experience of realigning into my true vibration, and the very first tool that I used to get a little tiny glimpse and to say thank you as well for this tool. And it was by Gary Renard, and it was based on his works from the Course in Miracles. It was a seminar that he gave. It was called Beyond the Ego. And Gary Renard has done Your Immortal Reality, The Disappearance of the Universe, among many things. So I'm watching this video, and there's this one little excerpt in there that he talks about, and he's saying something to this effect. It's a statement. Anytime you have an issue, if you want, and what he's doing is returning you to neutrality and kind of zeroing out any of the issues that are there. And it's, I'm a mortal spirit. This body is just an image. It has nothing to do with who or what I really am. And I've seen abridged versions of that. So I was taking care of my mom. I was upstate in the Hudson Valley. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's humid, and I'm out cleaning storage units so that she doesn't have to do it. And I'm walking back, and she's becoming increasingly difficult to manage and deal with because she's getting older and she's a little frustrated in the situation at hand. And I'm grinding down all the stuff that she has that she wants to take for retirement. That's a lot of stuff. So, and she doesn't want to give any of it up, ideally, but, it's like, how many trucks do you want to bring with you to wherever we end up going? In any case, these conversations push back and forth considerably over time, and I started using that tool, I'm a mortal spirit, this body is just an image, has nothing to do with who or what I really am, over and over, in bulk all during the day, and not just in her circumstances, but just during the course of the day, just as a reminder, because I really liked that. It was quite lovely. And it is, I think, a really nice reset to neutrality. So it is a permission slip. It is a way to reset yourself. So I'm walking back from cleaning a whole bunch of storage units. It's hot as hell. It's humid, but it's very beautiful in the Hudson Valley, and it is epic. It's like tropical growth because there's so much moisture in the air. Everything that grows within this very finite amount of time, from like the end of April, May, and it goes dormant depending on the weather, August-ish. And in between there, it is just grow. It's just like the vines and the trees, and there's leaves, and there's poison this and poison that, and everything's beautiful, but don't touch, boys and girls. And, I'm walking back, and I'm walking past these things, and there's just one weird little flicker or glimmer of something, and I'm like, oh, it was so fleeting, and it wasn't the true one moment that I had felt, and it was around somewhere in the 2012 area. And I'm not sure exactly where. It'd have to be somewhere between June and September, June, August. So lots of stuff going on in there during that time, new energy and transitions. So I just wanted to share that. I think it is a very nice tool. I think it's a beautiful tool. I think his books are very valid. I haven't read any of them, but I was such a big fan of Beyond the Ego, and that I do honestly highly suggest if you've never read any of his materials. Now, I'm not saying that anything else supersedes that. We now know that we're immortal beings in a timeless reality, and that we came to play a great game with each other, but that's what he's been saying for a while. And I'm a mortal spirit, this body is just an image, has nothing to do with who or what I really am. Very accurate statement, and a lot of insight on his part. Kudos to you. And he's a cheeky little devil too in his videos. He's some comedy in there concurrently with his teachings. So interesting person, very lovely man. And so if you've never seen that, if that does sound exciting to you, I check that out. But it really is a permission slip like any other find the one that works for you and grind it, and use it and use it and use it in this time, because it is going to be like on the razor's edge as you're walking. It's so easy to tilt from one side to the other, and I'm feeling that viscerally in that, if I'm more on top of the razor and into the light and feeling great love. And when things come up, it's like, well, that's the game that we decided to play, and that's all good. I don't want to play that game anymore, and I'm not going to have that bother me because it's not applicable to the reality that I'm creating and that I'm in. And that's a reset. So it's whatever you can do to reset yourself to make it easier to move forward. But I just wanted to give that little insight. That was around the first part of January is when I felt like my first true unconditional love, and I was listening to Paul Lowe and a lot of his materials at the time. I transitioned from Gary Renard, and I was listening to various things. I hadn't come across Bashar yet, hadn't come across any of the other channels. That was like July of 2013. So January 2013, I had more energy come in, and now that was a curiosity. I'm like, ooh, did I have a heart attack? What's going on? I'm like, hey, that's something. I'm like, Mikey likes that. We need some more of that. Let's find out where that came from, and let's see what's going on. So obviously I was seeking out Bashar style materials and these types of ideas. Thank you very much for watching. I believe that conveys the idea at hand, and just give you a little insight into the process that I went to. And everybody's process will be different. Find what works for you energetically, what feels exciting is basically, it could be different from moment to moment, from day to day. So, this might be exciting for you now. You might use that for a couple days, weeks, years, who knows, and switch up to something else. I've noticed that I've been switching from different things. I'm pretty centered on Bashar and Kidioki and the Yael, and now the idea of Sodoma, and that their energy is being seeded. The Yael and the Essassani energy is being seeded into the Sodoma vortex to leak out into the earth, into all of the vortexes. That is very strong at this point in time, and is one of the more exciting things in my reality. So thank you very much for joining me. Again, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. Coaching, life, business, and spiritual. Please do like, subscribe, and share. And oh yeah, retreats. As a matter of fact, I was working on one right now, and I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look yet, but it's shaping up. So keep an eye out for that. It definitely will be in the description as one of the first items. Thank you very much, and have a lovely day.